Hi, everyone. So I'm going to do a general reading for Aries. Once again, this is quite generic. Um, at the moment, Aries means different things to people of people who are into Vedic astrology. So if you are affiliate yourself to Aries by Vedic astrology, by all means, this reading will be applicable to you. If you want to look at it as in Western astrology, Aries would be, your sun sign. Then that's what you put out to the world. The sun is what you would say is your projection. The moon side is what your shadow side is, what you really are and you feel. So I tend to take it as both. For Aries, this is the reading for the month of April. Okay. For Aries, I get the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card that gives me a sense of things around the family. There is an Ace of Cups that follows next. This is an overflow of abundance and emotions. Cups always talk about emotions. And then you have the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is a young card. So the sense that I'm getting around the Aries is it's got to do with the house. It's got to do with security. It's got to do with what feels stable around you. So you will have an abundance overflowing of positive emotions around stability. So if this is something to do with home, your home situation, I think you would have Aries would get a comfort around things that you do for your home, be it like putting some structures in place, getting the family together. Let's try and do this for our home, your household. Let's get to do some chores together, because you see a whole family is what makes the whole home. So that's about teamwork. And where there's emotions involved, this is a positive card that tells you that people in the family are coming together, and there's going to be a net worth of happy feelings around Aries. And there's also a Page of Wands. That means there is going to be some guidance that you will either give to a younger person, or a younger person might come to you. So if you are an adult and you have someone young in your environment, this is the opportunity for you to give some guidance and affirmation and positivity for this person in your family. If this is in the workplace, someone who is like a junior staff to you could be needing some guidance, and you could step in that mentorship role. But if you yourself are the student or the person needing the guidance, seek it from someone else, because if you don't ask, you're not going to get it. So all in all, the cards are saying for the month of April for Aries is there is going to be a sense of restoration, getting together, more teamwork involved, whether it be work or within the family. It's a time to come together and be happy, so you can look forward to some celebrations perhaps. And if there is an opportunity to help someone, guide someone, by all means, do so. And if you're the one who needs that guidance, there's support around you. See, there's a lot of stability and structure. So asking for help around this time will strengthen the entire team or the foundation of the place that you're in. So Aries, this is in general a very good reading for you. It's all very positive. So I'll wrap up Aries with that. Love reading. All right, I get the card, Justice card. Justice card is always about being fair and honest. Um, if I were to throw that in the mix of the reading, in a love and relationship, when you get fairness, it's about, we talked about helping out in the home and teamwork. Maybe it's time to assess whether you're pulling your weight in the relationship, because sometimes you might be putting in 80% or your partner might be putting in 80%. It's never always the equal, depending on time, depending on tasks, what the situation is at home. If you're not well, your other half might be doing a lot more. But if, let's say, all bets are equal, you're both working, you're both tired, you're both parents, for example, sit back and say, am I doing enough or am I doing too much? So it's a time to assess whether you naturally and really are feeling tired and you need to ask for help, or you have taken too much of a back seat and you need to get up and provide a little bit more assistance so that there's fairness within the family or within the partnership. So I think even in a situation where you might not be living in the same home, but you are in a relationship, who's taking the effort? Who is organizing all the events, the dates, and taking the effort in the relationship? So assess that if there is enough equality within the task that you do, within the activities between you and your partner, so that it will feel more balanced. So Aries, message for you if you're in a relationship is treat the other person fairly and also treat yourself fairly in it. Take another card. Right. In terms of finances for Aries, if I were to look at all the cards in play together, I'd say actions, emotions that come together, serious, sharp. I see fire and air. King of Swords. It's a good time to make very strong decisions. So if you have been working towards some goal, financial goal, check if you have enough to make a commitment. If you are saving up for a car or purchase, this is probably a good time to go ahead and get that done, because foundations are there, foundations are strong, emotions are good. There is teamwork, so people are going to help you. And if everything is legal, time to take an action. So Aries, it's a good time for making a financial commitment if you have been working towards it. You have done the work, you have brought everything together, check that everything's in place, contracts are in place, purchases are ready, go ahead, let's say. So that's my general feel of Aries for financial matters. Assess your situation and you should feel comfortable to go ahead. I'd say I don't think I need to put another card down when it comes to health. It's all looking good. Good foundations and an overflow. For those who are inclined to, go a little bit too much into, say, overflowing of cups, which could also mean this is a time for celebrations. Just be mindful that while you attempt to relax, it's also important to know where you can call on people for help to tell you when it's too much is happening. So if you, for example, if you like overdoing something like drinks, or it can be even sugary drinks for that matter, doesn't have to be alcohol, seek the help of your partners, your family members, your next of kin to keep you in check. And that would be good advice for Aries when it comes to health. Time for restraint. Don't go overboard because it's a time of celebration that you've come into. So yeah, just be mindful of that. If you're a student, um, if you want to do things better, seek some advice, seek some peer review, meaning what you have done, you might want to just check in with a friend, check in with someone in a team, check in with somebody at school, because it's available. You're never going to be able to do this on your own, because you already have a network around you. Utilize your network and you'll get the support that you need. So if you're doing a project, your project's going to be a lot better when someone's um, had a look into it. So don't do this alone, do it in a team. So teamwork is very important in the month of April for Aries. If you're a student, uh, don't keep to yourself, work with your peers, work with your team. It's all about unity. You get more done. Just be fair. I think I get the Justice card there and the King of Swords. It's about taking actions, but also taking actions quite fairly. So being fair, being honest, and reasonable is key and fundamental in your management position. So if you get people coming to you with complaints or feedback, step back and reassess whether what they are saying is objective. Take the emotions out of it and take actions only after you are very certain that you are being very clear in your mind. That is a objective decision making there. It's got to be very fair, it's got to be very neutral, and it's got to be factual. It's not emotional, just factual. Very clear line there. The theme around Aries for the month of April is all about network, foundations, using the people around you, being honest, seeking help. Don't do this alone. This is not a time for you to go and work on your own and achieve on your own. This is all about working in a team, working in a network. So, Aries, if you keep that in mind and trust the intention of people or the behavior of people to be good, and you go with that mindset, I think you will be all right. So, yeah, don't travel alone this month, basically. Do it with company.